Almost same thing. It's a done deal. Isn't this a directional? This blah 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 father. But if the father wasn't there, then who was there? That would be the odd thing. And the first time I found out about these bunch, this man came through with some pretty nails on, talking about he needs is about to go down. You know how we was. We wanted to be involved. Found ourselves over there getting it in. Met a whole bunch of good people, chilling, taking it to the 80s with the Ira Kara music. Yeah, I was just a kid. Oh, nothing sensual, just freaky. But at the time, it was kind of weird to, from, from, to, you know. And it was just an experience, right? You find out about experience and you stop. Well, didn't know that. But then at the same time, what you learn from that experience can take you all across the fucking world in a whole new place. In the same places. Just went out there, ate shit, drunk shit. Then in a whole nother, just went out there, ate great, drunk straight. All I had to do is dress up as a female. And do a caravan with these other cats. Or the other one, why am I here with the group? Hey, you don't know yet. It's all good. Just come on. You get all the good food you need. Now you're in the middle full of gay people and you're the only person there. It's like, you know you can't whoop us in a fight. Right. It's discrimination, of course. Gay people is discriminating on the dude. They think he's someone else. That someone else left that person there after doing all this dirt. Think about height and age, unless that's their group, and left the new one there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Need y'all to go and hopefully the one had the fury in him. And the only reason he went there because he knew he couldn't whoop all of them in a fight. But he knew he could. So after he beats them, he puts on a dress and walks over there and gets some good food. Because you can't walk through that area without a dress on. You get hurt. It was like a whole bunch of football linebacker fighters. And they was like, bam, now I'm in disguise. You don't know who I am. They're very strict about that. That's why it got me stuck. But I think it's over here before you get, there's a passageway to go to British Columbia that way. I gotta wash up. Man just caught that Santino act. Bitch ass Africans was talking shit about a rape that happened out there and shit. Bitch, the motherfuckers get eradicated and shit. He fucking shoot. We fucking shoot. No one fucking knew. Let's go get them titties. Hip hop tape, guess what we got? Honolulu show, Hawaii. Grown ass man handling a 14-year-old. Look like a bushman. You're black. That belongs to me, so I could give it back to the white people. I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. What are you doing here? Ooh. Everything. It's everything. So he must be doing his show from somewhere to where they give him the shit to read. Right, and I hadn't seen him since I was a kid, just like everybody else was. Same place for the Shahid, you know. That was years ago. Damn. You know. Only if it was some magical words I could just. And then it's like, okay, now you're on your own. If you call them, you know what the fuck is gonna happen. Gotta handle that shit. Oh, so if I'm sitting here, they go pop up and this bullshit's gonna happen. Let me get the fuck up. I'm stuck. You know, kid, I was like, hey, maybe somebody was gonna pop up, actually. That's the whole reason I was sitting there. I had to learn first, right? And then you was like, hey, somewhere else, another place. Look at they laying on the ground, getting ready to go somewhere else. You had to learn another way by other people who got to be here. And then, after we, by y'all rules, killed y'all, we usually just play games. Now you the only people that's left. They knew y'all was coming, made sure y'all wasn't gonna have no kids. And people pop up, hey, yo, that's my people. That's irrelevant. I got them right here in my hands. You don't know that, right? Hey, you can get a grant for Spain, right? But you could also have sex out in the open, raping you. This is my place. This is where I'm from. You screaming help, and they was like, hey, I ain't got to help your ass or nothing, taking pictures like Budo Spain. Hey, then somebody pop up, hey, I just graduated with the school, university. I'm your doctor, yeah. Hey, what are you doing with this name? We just made this up when we touched down from over here. That's crazy. You know? Hopefully she had a sting going on. It's like, hey, it's after hours, they closing. There's only one way in, one way out. She went in. Everybody came out. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? I was like, okay, let's follow this guy and then just shoot him then. Fuck it. It was like, they gonna do Terry no more. Every car listening to it, boom. It's automatic. I'm gonna go buy some drugs. Nearest car turns on. Hey, what's up? Let me get a dove sack over here, huh? That's how it should be. Better than saying it's like, well, unless you say something about sexual or something, we ain't giving a mad fuck what you saying. Shit, ugh. That's it. Ugh. Don't y'all understand? It's weird because if y'all stick on me somehow, it's like, man, after all that stuff, it's like, it's just you. So don't. And I'm gonna continue with my self relieving of stress, counseling and shit. It's, was like, why waste the insurance on it? I might need it somewhere in the future. Exact same thing. Yeah, exact same thing. Hey, why don't y'all talk about it? Whoa, whoa. Why are we here? Talking coach. Can you tell me the books you read? Boom, this is the book I read. But you have to get enrolled into this class. It's $1,500 for the book. And you'll know everything. I think they should stop that. You know, you gouging people's for whatever, you know, it's like, hey, this is my business. It's like, well, he's talking, nobody's listening to him. But he's just talking shit. You listen to most typewriter do the same thing. Here's some information, then I gotta fill up all this stuff with small talk, other information, rebuttals, refusions, then here goes some more information as if it's just set up as main idea, paragraph, subject matter, information, then filler. About this one information, close that chapter, boom, 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 second, boom, filler. And you read through the whole book and then you just find out, okay, topic, chapter, sentence. First sentence usually is boom. But I have to read all this that tells me the exact same thing. Like, what I noticed growing up was I got a career to worry about. Your small life doesn't matter. Well, not like that, but like I got a career. I don't see what the fuck you see. I got something to do. But what I seen was, I'm trying to go for that position or one of my friends, and I'm gonna use you as a means to do it. You know, hey, you act up, you get fucked up. Y'all have a nice day. Then all of a sudden, hey, you got a good position. Then all of a sudden, they ain't gonna act up or they gonna get fucked up. Boom. Suspension detention for no reason. Oh, call. Call. Right. And that happens, right? Especially if they don't know the position of the situation. Without knowing the position is just a figuring. I thought I could do this. If this happens and this happens, then I could do that. And this is gonna be the issue and the main reason. But then it was kind of fucked up too, that it was like, okay, we could all see eye to eye. And the ones we can't see eye to eye is, hey everybody, we all see eye to eye. And what I get present day is what I'm saying was actually like, whoa, this is what we doing in the past. Same shit, same characteristics. And it's like, well, you're not in that. We made sure you didn't get there. Boom. And ain't nobody else concerned. And it's back to what I was on. Hey, I don't care what happened. I'm doing something, getting on. What is this going on? Detention, suspension, detention. But if I do this, then I miss out on this strange business matter and I could lose my job and I'll never ever be able to work in this world again. Well, you got to get here now. Or it's oh, it was an accident. I'm sorry. Oh. And then somebody pops up and then you notice the new person is that same person who messed up, relative who wanted that position, as if you had to give these people your information and then boom. Let me tell you how we feel. Ugh. As long as it's that one, it's all right. Now, to be equal about it, we could apply the science to that one, but that one person ain't just applying the science to that one. That one person is just using that one as bait. And once you catch on and reel in, then the whole fucking flower of life opens up. You know? Then after that flower of life opens up, everybody becomes the victim. Nobody knows because nobody cares. It's the type of people. You don't have the right to ask if your teacher has a visa or not. But you could somewhat guess when the actions are, you're a thug, you stay, you're not the one that's banging because you'll get that ass kicked. At the home, you got kicked out. I ain't doing work, I'm a thug, representing, or, hey, straight out, we're not from this country. And they're gonna allow us to jump you, talk shit to you, and do all this stuff. And we gonna find out, oh, ain't none of them. They just working here and on their own personal belief. Get rid of this one American, this one American, that one. Can't get rid of the other ones because for all we know, hey, we graduated 10 years ago. We just look young. As I was told, it was told to me the same fucking way. We make you sign this contract, you can't discriminate, but yet we'll discriminate on you for the same basis for the same people that do the disease participation. You have to catch it, ain't gonna get it. And it's a whole fuck up for the future. Right? Oh, you're black. Oh, you want to go to a prominent black school. Hold up, stop. Oops, fucked up. My word against yours. Who you gonna believe, me or you? You got a detention. You got a suspension. And then it's like, hey, we're not even from here, but we get more respect. Then you start figuring out who it was, and that's how it was, and how it was. But you didn't understand how they dogged out people. Being a juvenile, you wouldn't be a person to invest, right? Then at the same time, if you were the person to invest, you would probably get to understand and see some of this stuff that the adults only want the adults to see. Then at the same time, you notice the shit that they do. And then it leads from here to the mainstream. Bing! Hey, we found all this dextronic shit that tastes and looks, smells like sausage. Bloom, bloom, bloom. Then, hey, I got a connection over here, tainted meat. Where's all the good shit that been paid for in advance at if it ain't here? Oh, hey, I went out to Ireland when the Big King went down, and they had all my good meat out there. Alaska film. Other than the fourth kind, I hired the people in Vansa. The Wamsy dude popped up. This is my role, man. Come on, I got this shit. Yeah, there's now it's like, all right, so you gonna be there at this time. Cause the 40-year thing went down. Right. So you already know how I feel about that shit. That shit ain't no way in hell people came in from the South that ate real beef and now we got some goddamn hot dog in it, huh? Where's the real meat at? That been paid for if moms and pops downtown needed some help and didn't have it before. How did I get to Ireland and find my meat that I ordered when that lawsuit cracked? Ugh! Out there. Get that shit. Now let's think about a white thing. Hey, what is officials getting out of jail for present day on some white thing? Hey. Or on some, hey, vet, we have the right to be here, but, same thing. Now you got to watch it. Wow, you just trained a motherfucking superstar, huh? Right. But if they get involved and get in there before you because common law about not snitching, when the opposite have been here in America, shit, I'm gonna become the snitch. Fuck that shit. Why? I understand the limelight. Look at us. We got the God and those and things. But this is the thing, bruh. I popped up over here, Central. They was talking about plain clothes, non-plain clothes. We want you to put y'all heats in this bin, and these people had the heaters, like, cause we'll kill y'all. Nah. We ain't gonna do that, so most of that's just metal. Cause where most of these heats from? Being cool before you changed. Same thing. Right, I did. I was like, since what not here? And it already happened out there in Cali. Then they was like, nah, skip that. Him? Nah, let's do this like it should go down. And then everybody accepted that. Man, I've been manipulated for so long, man. So you're an actor. You're acting as a gang member. So how long does it take for this nerd to turn into a gang member? Now at the same time, you're a fucking nerd. You're acting as a gang member. How long does it take you to turn from a fucking nerd into I'm the actual real fucking deal? And then you start utilizing that real fucking deal into what you're doing, and then it starts getting corrupted. Then you say, hey, we accept corruption. Well, other people say we accept corruption because at that very second and whim, I'm going to change the law, and it's changed. Can't do that here. We don't want you to learn civics. We want you to vote our way. Same people. You don't have a right to vote. We want you to vote our way. If you don't vote our way, then you don't vote. And I hope none of them same people presently, you blew my cover working with the federal government, USA. Postal Service, something. Hey. Got no right to abridge your rights. Hey, number two, treason of state in the country. Hey, yeah. Well, I think we should give this to another country. Ugh. Get your ass up in there, huh? With the dude that likes to do the booty. Ugh. Right, because as soon as they come out here, nothing wrong with what the fuck we was living. We was doing good. Ugh. But since you allowed us, fucking up shit the way exactly how I noticed you and they did not. To where it's a big ass equal either way it goes. Hey. Now it's all about your self-worth and pride to stop it. Can you? I need to quit smoking. Can you? You know what makes things so irrelevant? We just misappropriated you for misappropriating. Then at the same time, this is your book. Ugh! That we like how it's written, that we could actually just live it like a big ass script. Ugh! But hey, pirated television from the BBC not wanting to eat the damn Danish and tell what the fuck $17 a month costs? Plus collateral I would like back since the 80s. And the people who pirated, hey, what's up? Well, I taught them. Hey, what's up? We in uniform. We at our private place. Got a green screen. Ugh. We were thinking about starting a war with somebody. Oh, you want war? We got your ass. Who's saying that? Cut. And everybody eating cheese cream. Hell yeah, you think we did it? Hell yeah. And they're underground somewhere in a bunker, tricked out of their mind thinking that there's actually a fucking war going on right now. Right, the closest you should be able to get is airsoft with the fucking almost same prosthetics until, oh, my prosthetics they came and got, whereas the suction on, like, bloom, this feels like a real fucking leg, man. You know, and then stop telling people, you know, pop up, hey, airsoft gays, man. That is making more money than somebody death. It's like, yeah, it'll continue. You can still live off that. No death, no bullets, no move off pieces of skin, text them. Find major sanction. Right. Well, that after we came from Alaska and then the federal, he was like, well, that's you. You supposed to, I walked out the penitentiary. What'd you say? No. Brought your ass. Then at the same time, we using your body. We got to ask you for help. Or you already indebted to them for nothing. And they indebted to me for money. And that's all because of me. And then I get tired of being came on by these people. Ugh, what's up? It'll make us kidnap your ass and take you home. You know you belong to. Like, yeah, there, right there. Got a whole bunch of nasty, sick people. There he goes. And all they need is one of them old school estrogen pills stuck in their ass ripple and see what becomes them in a same transitional time period till they sew up and grow back. No maca in this whole situation. You would be great. If you take maca, you would grow ovaries and then boom, be closed up and pregnant by yourself. Oh, I thought, energy boosts is like, this is what they put in antibiotic steroids. Didn't know that, huh? And that's why they put the maca in there, because it turns you into Susie Lynn Q. Because it's a cute name. What? You know? Because it's a cute name. Then all of a sudden somebody notices it. And they trick your ass into going into the jailhouse, and you transform into Rashif Harame Akbu. Akbu. Next thing you know, boom, your actual name is now deceased, dead. You was murdered on this day, that week, and this. Hold on. Made up some things, practicing in the judge at the old court building. I noticed how y'all just busted one of those made up names out the goddamn blue. Cuz. Same ones that came missing off my desk. When the black lack used to pull up. Now, what's the tricky shit? I'm sorry, don't you trip, boy, don't you trip. It's Asperger's. A confession. Watched it on TV. I seen how the Canadians violated constitutional rights. That means when we get over there, our rights ain't protected there. But then again, I understand it. Hey, you killed somebody and you came over here, boom. If that's what they're saying. They tricked the people into saying they did. Hey, we're badass. We want you to be badass. You didn't do it, but we tricked your ass because we have this skill of manipulation. You ever play that game with the loom? You watch the barbed wire where they say loom. You should watch what you say or do there. This game, they watch you, they analyze you. Hey, I never gave them permission for that. They stole the same shit the same way y'all saying y'all stole it. Didn't accreditate them. The major people y'all dealing with ain't, hey, we just average people over here working, making sure everything looking nice. Who is you working for? Is you working for me? Because y'all know how y'all is with the work. Ugh. So who in the fuck is paying y'all to do your job? Because if ain't nobody paying y'all, it'll be a fucking ghost town, correct? And at the same time, let me help you out in some schooling. You work there. You get paid to be there, be a customer service, to watch the store, not be a security. Stock it, sign off, drop the funds, which should be automatic, like, as soon as it gets up in there, definitely do not. That's it. You did not order the stuff. You did not, this is not your stuff. You just there. You work there. You getting paid to be there. Just like the security. You do not have the right to kill a motherfucker. Period. Unless, applicable by law, hey, you just kill somebody, self-defense from a person. Depending on who the people are. Because you might be doing your job and dealing with some people that scam artists. Hey. Now you over here, you getting robbed by two people that's actually royalty. One works, the other one's coming in to rob. They need some extra money. You doing your job, you getting ready to go and shoot somebody. Ooh. No, they do not look the same. But they're all in the same fucking group home. I would not trust the Canadian people around them. I don't give a fuck. We know that the light tone ones made a deal with the British ones, with some of the dark tone ones, after they double crossed the twin brother of the man who left me the inheritance. Right. Well, it was evil shit then, I guess. The same talk, same everything. It was like, so it's illogical to just make up words and it becomes something. If you make up a word, you're consistent with it, and you said it means something, then it'll be consistent with it. Then it can be a language, right? But if you just make up words constantly and mean nothing, how can you be consistent with it? Then it would have to be body movements. I'm just saying this. Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was actually in that way now, I will be speaking exactly like this, but every transition and attenuation would mean something totally different now. And sarcastically speaking, but then at the same time, that's what that means. But what does it mean to someone else? Hey, yeah, well, in your own mind, you think everybody can see through your shit, but actually, it's just you and someone else. Can't nobody read their minds, although a few can. I'm gonna tell you to do this when you see this movement. This is what I want you to do. Then somebody just pops up, starts a conversation, and then does the movement, trying to show this other person sarcastically speaking. And he told the other person to target that person. Next thing you know, bam. So he targets that person, boom. Then another person he sees and he does the same thing, and boom, boom, boom. And all these people they target. Or worse, But they told you this, and you got away, and you're a gullible person. And the reason they taught you this, because you're the type of person that'll do the same thing. No matter how it is, female does something female-ish, next thing you know, you standing right there. Then all of a sudden, but the reason they teach it to you, because other people will do it. Now, after they get to that person, target that person, from that one body movement, whoever else does it, they know they had contact with. Or, depending on the type of body movement, who they had contact with, like the vector and the segment line, because everything's in a straight line and a curve. But the hypotenuse is curved. The street corners somewhat are curved. Now, weird shit. Start up a word, you never heard it before. Next thing you know, somebody in the past heard it. Oh, we took that. They went a little farther. Hey, we got cameras. Hey. We would wait until it's a boring time at a blank TV show and then pirate that mug and put on our films. But how would you know what exactly? Because you must be in. And that's the weird shit, right? And it's like, I don't want people to be secluded and sit solo just thinking to their motherfucking mind to figure this shit out. I would like them to be like, well, I got to get to work and all this stuff, while at the same time, bam, notice that shit. Then at the same time, to actually have the correct numbers to call and the correct people to call. Because for all we know, hey, yeah, whoever this number belongs to, or this number, this patent, or this. Oh, somehow we got that. Oh, what type of people to do that? You know, call in, hey, listen to the background, and then, and for all we know, hey, you guys ain't getting no calls. Ain't nobody calling the phone. To where somebody actually got to be like, who is you? Walk in. They like, if ain't nobody here, then who answered the phone? And somebody that y'all trusted said, hey, I know somebody across here. Then when that happens, hey, we want a badge. Boom, now we pop up on sabbatical. Boom, 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 bumping people. Hey. Oh, just tricked our way over here. But then they're saying, hey, well, it couldn't be that because we all together, hey, 86. And it sort of disturbed me listening to the 90s music. Oh, this ain't yours. It's just fucking disturbing, right? Just, They listen to the 80s music and it's sad, right? It's like, try to listen to the 70s music. He got that. Then when it hits to the 80s music and I'm putting my music on, then it's like, yeah, now you don't get to get out the way and let somebody else who's supposed to be there and was, me, style, way, and all that shit. Songs wasn't written in certain ways, right? Like I'm going through it and hit the soft rock, and then somebody on TV says something like, for you people, and I was like, yeah, I ain't you people, because it's like the hip hop. I noticed that I ain't y'all, and obviously that ain't right. Then you notice all these Canadian people, hey. This shit turns weird. Right, it just depends on how you use yourself or whatever. Well, I think I might want to be fiery red bright. Yeah, freckles. Goddamn overbiting, a fang, a sharp ass fang. Yeah. Hanging over my lip. Hell yeah, I want that, right? I wonder if I'm gonna start talking and let this mug go out. I believe in hypnosis. Suggestions. Minute suggestions affect everything. You're in a meaningless conversation, just making small talk. Somebody says something. Next thing you know, you say it. That's how suggestive words are. Then once you start getting it, you start practicing, walking up closer but quieter, and then it's like, bam. This person was acting like a mime. Ugh. Was proving the point, wasn't going nowhere. Ugh. You know, he's like, get, ugh. Then he does the mime, get, ugh. It's like, oh, you start getting closer, ugh, ugh. Now you closer and you say it low enough. Then the mime actually gets up and leaves. I don't need this shit. Goes down the street, oh, what the hell? And what does that tell you? The low, the distance, the length of time, the spectrum of it, of the suggestion. And with more practice, next thing you know, you have a tablet, hey, and you mimic that sound, and this is the dangerous part about it. Oh, somebody coming at you like, you don't even know what I got out here. And people is like, oh, I'm an average ass person minding the business. And don't even know it, right? I don't even know. It's like a business person. I don't know why I wasted this unit of whatever material I needed to make this part. And all of a sudden, you don't know why you got in your car or walked or got to this place. Some person you don't even know is making. And then one person walks out. He has all this paper and used all y'all stuff. And then for some reason, even though they will use it, I want to hide that so nobody else can. Right, but didn't he hide all this stuff so nobody else can? But then how was all this stuff that you're trying to hide there? Right. And the proven point goes, hey, federal court right here on 59. Oh, no, 52nd. Oh, you served the court. How'd you get to the court? And then they like, oh, if that was effective, I wonder how many people since then, before then, hey, just mind your business. Hey, you got a court date. Hit up some fake court. Next thing you know, you got a real court date. And they're using some sovereign thing. It's like, hey man, this is a straw man right here. Capital. See this little mini maximum. It's like you already have my paper incarcerated. Right here in this penitentiary right here. Yeah, but this ain't for the straw man. Ugh. You're speaking on the straw man's behalf. This is what the straw man did. You're the only one around to be held accountable for it, man. Then why did you come and claim this straw man? Would it be as easy as to say, I'm here, hey, go on. I don't believe this is a real court case. Boom. Hey, I appeared. I did not agree to any of this. Who's to know, right? Still yet. Hey, I heard it in the background. Right, you gotta check it, make sure, huh? It was like fertility went along with a lot with. The hardcore, who's in the background, huh? There is no girl in the background. That type of shit. seeing through the eyes of the person. Like, no, the one on the PlayStation 3 was the actual one that I let the ones at the base play, if they played it at all. Well, everything that y'all playing is hella old to them. If they, I don't want this stringed up VR and perfect environment can't be heard to look like it's trying to shoot it. Still flying VR. Where we going? I don't know right now. Let me think. Playing a game. I would be just so awesome with that, right? Perfect retirement. Be like, yeah. That little small game. I rented the stadium. Yeah. Made sure I did some extra work just in case. Check mark, check mark, check mark. No, I ain't going nowhere. This is where the money is. Because you already know. Oh, I was already out there bored as fuck trying to do something good. Trying to get this favor. Then you find out that is your life. It's the only life you know. And then some female strip butt naked and you didn't know where that came from. Boom. Distraction, great. Just hope she's the right one and not the wrong one. Trying to lead you somewhere. Hey, man. Trapped you. Ooh, let me get that. Ooh, stop. The block, let me get that. I wasn't even looking at you. I'm over here. Look at I gotta knock you out. Gotta counter it. Dodge, missed you. Agoraphobia. How do you get past this? Too many people. I remember one of these fake court cases. This major person, this obstacle in my life. This is how we taught. This is how they are. And then as the present day comes, hey, we're still cool. And for some reason, that's how they are. After hitting my head. Time to get taught again. No. Which makes me think this is fucking odd. Because if I ain't mistaken, when I was a kid, I heard that y'all was trying to get some guinea pigs. I didn't make no guinea pigs. But I noticed y'all was... be as bored as the motherfucker you want. No permission whatsoever. I needed something. It was the best thing in my life. It was the greatest. They know me. It's not them. It was like, oh no, you don't know. You wasn't up, sleep, alive all the time. The parts that we did like about you brought you back. I just need some love. I hate that. Let's get away. No. Right. If it ain't equal, it shouldn't be the sequel. Because a lot of people have freedom to do a lot of shit somewhere else. A lot of people was tricked to be somewhere else. And then, hey, taught their ways. Hey, but we don't know about their ways because their ways is sort of treasonous in the same sense. Hounding on the people who's gullible as fuck and willing to pay for some dirt done. Oh, I got the right. This is what we've been told since. I know the truth. Hey. I know a bunch of people that will do it. You didn't understand it. You are also one of those people. We found the money. Got the money. Now you got to deal with the spirits. Why y'all got to choose me to try to ride and ride? Right, but the TV screen only led to the people who knew. I'm betting. I was like, whoever did over $2,000, they was on 100 million. They was paying 100 million to try to kill me. Same ones that taught me the Russian thing. You know, and being, you don't know rationality, right? But you figure it is, especially if they teach you their rationality. Oh, well, great. I worked over here just to be at this position to teach you. Then their eyes light up. Stuff comes out their mouth. Then they, oh, that was good. You know, it's like, so what? You hit the light. Ugh. You must have been shot and noticed, not noticing what it is, and seen the light and was like, oh, that's what it is. Ugh. Oh, that was the exosuit. That was the skin face. That was the mask. Ugh. That's sort of fucked up. Hey, you got a metal face. Well, we know how to beat metal in. All right, you need the perfect type of material. It's like, ugh, I could fix this. You know? See what they're projecting, right? Why are they projecting it to that person if we don't know that person, but we know these people? And then at the same time, since the early 80s, why the fuck is y'all still on my DIC? Okay. Now, putting it all together, human sponge theory, as bored as it may can be in the world. If somebody doesn't get up, break something, do something, hey, put on that music. Let's start moving around. Oh, yeah. To the music. Yeah, just forget about it. We're bored. We want to start something. But we know the consequences and we want to be alive for the end. Then the games we found out, oh, actually in places they chop people's heads off. Yeah. There are people who say, hey, we'll really do this. I'm willing to sacrifice myself. Here's some news footage. Or, hey, we're very sticklers and we have the perfect material to make it look exactly real. Ugh. And then they tore it, right? Because Tor went out. Ugh. Then I repurchased it. And then Tor said, showed me sitting there on the computer, then whisked away. Did it on Blender. Ugh. I remember when I was asking the man to show me how to do Blender. And then all of a sudden, tap in the nose. The people who teach y'all, I taught them. for some reason now I'm watching these tutorials trying to relearn it, and the parts of the brain that I need to do this for some reason ain't connecting to get there. Now it's kind of irrelevant to be like, we gonna help and go with refugee for whatever reasons and shit. Then all of a sudden, oh, thank you, hey, get our foot in the door. Oh, whatever we told y'all that they did there, that we trying to escape. Oh, we became scientists. Now we understand who the fuck we was to those people. Because that's what y'all is to us. I told them, don't use my stuff. You ain't got no right to use it, but they're steady using it. Hey, what's up? We're over here gonna pay for this commercial. This is a drug we just made up, and these are the side effects. But these are the main side effects we're gonna show you for a reason, because they passed this FDA test and this. Now, the after effects we didn't tell you because it may cause death, mutilation of the brain cells, body, brain lesions. We ain't caring about that. Why? It helps with this. It helps with this. And then if you check the zodiacs, it's like, my zodiac hates this zodiac, and I became a doctor to just fuck up these people. Now, what particular medications are like, and just deliberately match that zodiac up? And just to think that person who created it or whatnot is the complete enemy of the zodiac, but a well-respected, and that's kind of weird, because this well-respected is, we stole it from this kid that was doing it out of his own pocket and turned it into something that we do over here in Canada, South Africa, and other places. Where we have more freedom to get away with this, since while a lot of people that was from the country and stuff, if they don't have dual. Booyah, booyah. Hey, held it in. Hey, I'm a sicko. Came citizen somewhere else. Best case scenario, tap. Went and learned all this good shit. Just wanted to show him the sicko. Practice the procedures perfectly. Click, click. Secret facility. Go over there. Hey, you was one of the people. Sure, I don't know. I just came over here to be sick, huh? Not gonna read that though. All right, I'm gonna be inside real quick. He's got a gun. All right, we got guns. What's happening? You can't do it. You're an American. In the worst case scenario, of course. But y'all's the only thing I know. Now, what if this person was like, you was bred to kill everything you know, and they do this? He's gonna know what's in the future when he hears this. Get away from us. Too many from the same embryo on the bowl, of course. Right, the spaghetti smell. And you notice within the clay, the badge was also produced. So somebody could be astral projecting right now. Say, hey, y'all legally had him here until we get what we want. Get in the dust. And then just, unlike, hey, I got this little electrical thing. I put this in here, and then a grown-ass person pop out. Now you got to explain that shit. Now this is the problem. Hey, grown-ass person pops out. Everybody else, I knew this was gonna happen. When whoop people's asses. Acted exactly how he's gonna act. Broke it down to a science. Bloop, bloop. The next thing you know, bullshit. Justice is blind. We don't give a fuck if you don't know this. Know the procedure, how to properly do this. Matter of fact, since they're from another place, they will clown you and all this other illegal shit. While still at the same time stating your rights as theirs. But they do not want to take that next step because whatever they put forward would happen to them almost instantly. Oh, you're trying to become a U.S. citizen. I never gave permission for my DNA to be used in any country. These adults just said we're gonna take it and use just a little thing that we can get rid of and seem to be having a hard fucking time doing it. I don't take orders. I retired as a lieutenant. With the EN. In my day, if you check out the Gatling gun and say the Griffin gun, insignificant shit. Then Canadians popped over with South African folks, and then they pushed they South African. Hey, got us over here. Hey, y'all marching for me on my birthday? Nah, we marching for some whole totally different shit. More Muslim. These are two powerhouses. Ugh. Over here, these people are taught this way. These are mine. Just like Cabbage, Time Temple, Audio. And who are you guys working for? Who is y'all? The white people. Ooh. Oh. If he ain't in the Scottsdale or in the ice bucket. I guess they chose too late. Right, because if I had known it before, then it would have been like, wow, what is he doing here? Put him on the island. Ugh. Do you really want to accept that? Because that will be your last resting place. You'll be alive. It's written. Do you see that face there? Do you want to claim that property? Do you want to be there? Not me. I spoke. I was like, hey, you're still here. What part of you do you need? Ugh. Put the diamond in there. He started speaking. He started leeching his body and shit. I told him about everything. You see the lifelike, right? Yeah, you could always replicate it. Boom. I mean, that'd be your best bet, right? The first thing you don't need is zombies, all this other shit. Worst case you don't need is ain't no such thing. And then, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm here from another place. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm cocky. Ugh. He don't, but I got to say so where I'm from, motherfucker. You know? That evil shit. I'm pretty sure y'all was in animatronics and all that. Did you ever think about it, huh? We didn't finish together, but I know you're on the same shit. This is how you were before you turned into we don't like you. Hey, we like that. Hey, tap. That's a sort of swollen head. Must have been the Karen lady. Oh, got knocked out. Hey, does that really mean something to you? Now, to you, from you, you a bitch, nigga, whatever. What is a bitch to you? Cause like as I say, this is the weird shit. As a kid, they was clowning. Hey kid, this is what bitch means. It's a complaint. That's also in the definition. Oh, oh, you gonna see what you wanna see. Then at the same time, third party, I didn't put that shit out there. So I didn't need you to say anything to me. Then at the same time, they was all in on it. Easy money, quick, easy money. Anything that said it was legal. Then the people from another place popped up, started handling people. Hey, you got beat up. They tried to stop you from going out. Up, they got handled. Oh, yeah, we want to have fun. It's all about Sainter not knowing who's here, who's going to be here in the future. It's all a big ruse. Simple and plain. This is how we get involved. This is how we get to learn. This is how, hey, here's smaller niche. Hey, say you're working undercover. Wow. You do your job pretty good. Hey, let's apply that science to a bigger niche. Hey. Worst case scenario, hey, I'm good undercover. Do this good. Then you could understand that shit to apply this science. Wow, so we had to do this to get in here. So we here in the US, then how would you be bigger with that? How would you take that and then you got the answer. Now it's like, and another place that looks exactly the same, or did everybody just change? What are them stanks? What is that fresh blood in the drains, in the sewers? Bunch of people sitting there enjoying themselves with big old fat faces like they grew pot in another place. Took it. then they would be rich as hell because you would obviously be trying to get it from me, and I'd be like, well, unless you want to conform and go the way I tell you to, you will not have it. Did you? Did you get the real life? No, it's all about what's accepted. At the same time, you would have to pay that in what is accepted at the same time. Unless you want to take off that, you would have to pay me in actual cash stuff for this product you purchased with Bitcoin. Just saying, it's a big scam. You have a whole bunch of these things doing nothing. You purchase this, and at any given time when I want it, I want this money for it. You just received it, now here's a letter in there, pay me the cash for all this property. Ugh. Now you're out them Bitcoins. Now you owe somebody actual cash if you don't have it. Then at the same time, you pay the cash. Now you're out this Bitcoin and the value of the Bitcoin. Then you forget about depreciation. So from you, he's getting it face value, but from someone else, he's selling it depreciated. Maybe you get lucky, right? Somebody puts a lower price for cash. There's a reason for that. Everybody dies. The car is probably alive and auctioning themselves off. Right. Where did it come from? You can't have my assets for my sole proprietorship. I didn't even plan on using that. Stole it, and I want my assets back. Hey, what's up? Yeah, well, yeah, I stole this and I want to hold this as collateral. Hey, you're bad. Now you owe us that. So this is not your property to be holding up as collateral. Ugh. All right, let me talk to somebody I know. It's right here. It's in my hand. Bam. Ugh. That's one phone line right there. Different extensions. Well, no, in Canada I went all Canadian. The Canadian way. Ugh. Yeah, yeah. Well, knowing then, they were going to mimic it from the first day. Ugh. Say that when the placement fault, huh? Hey, get out of there, y'all. Nah. That would be unethical, right? While in Rome, do as the Romans. I just did it my way, but Canadian things. Swallow my pride. Ugh, you got it. Ugh. Well, if they got it over there, I want to be over there. Hold up, hold up. There's still a middle section. Police department. Stole it. Get out of here. Go back into the cabinet. Do some stuff. Try to jump into the past. He'll rip me from the magnet. I'm still standing on top of the Sorry, it doesn't work both ways. All US is all US. Doesn't really matter where. Don't worry. Don't worry. Depending on what the US do, we don't trust you. No, we know. We did some shit. Stop kicking them rocks 22 miles away. Trying to make a mouse so we can breathe some oxygen, huh? Worst case scenario, this is a game. We got these other pieces of ball that just grew. Bloop, 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 bloop. This is what I teach you. When you see people over here yell this name, and in that one song, with the homie Claude. What is the man's name? What was my name? They know who. Wait. I got the power. Let me see what I'm gonna put here. Then you neglect the truth. Why the fuck is we kicking in with the same people that did the same shit we try to prevent, but him? Right. It's all. Well, I paid pirated. I set up networks. Ain't nothing stopping nobody else from doing it. Shit, the actual gang could be like, bam, it's our network. They got enough members. Then they would have to worry about, purchasing channels and all that other stuff. Right, it's the same thing. But here, you can get it here, or you can get it remade, butt-ass naked. What do I have to do for the butt-ass naked? Give up the ass. I don't want that shit. Let me get up out of here. Stop him. Hold on. Let me pick this up. Oh, actually grabbed your shorts. Why you just accidentally? That was an accident. I didn't deliberately do nothing. When I put these glasses on, there we go. I forgot. On to the right. Oh yeah, that was good. I am from a place where we don't have none. Wow. I don't need your opinion here to this day. Hey, that's irrelevant. You can't use that healthcare thing and violate. Hey, I'm an average person. Hey, that doesn't govern anything. Because as you guys state, oh, even though this is our job to look after everybody else, we're going to get the medication. Y'all get the salts and sugar. It's supposed to be the other way around. You're not getting that. That's sort of the fucked up part about it. Which is irrelevant to say, hey, out the blue, we just got it and built it. It was already in cahoots. It had already been set. A ping, like you do, still in use. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, they changed the name in Japan. I know how to make those. I made those packaged. Bouillon and onion powder. And if you really want to go there, probably a vegetable or something. One. Dip it. Probably you don't want to chew it because you're going to have to bloop bloop. It's going to come out once off for that flavor other than just noodle. It's time. Any bouillon and onion powder. And then flour, water, and noodles. And a little bit goes a long way, right? Crack. Cup. 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 Package, 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 package. After you let dry, right? And then after the OCD hits, Capricornius, the stallions. I was projecting. It's like, hey, I got like 100 zillion. Made 2 cents. And then it went up. Stopped it. Right, all right. I sell to the store exactly what they get it from since the past. And it's up to the stores to price it after that. But it won't be a deal if they go over a certain amount since it didn't take too much, right? Basically like, okay, I have less than a cup full water, made the dough and the noodle, and then just gotta keep stretching it. What is going on here? It's still stretching. Or like everybody in the real world, one big ass fucking ravioli, which isn't too healthy or too good. Take it that you could have this big ass life appear out of nowhere within the ravioli in the form with the mouth. That's what pressure's all about. you know. So you gotta make sure it's perfect dough. And you just make an abundance of noodles with that little bit. Then once you get that, it's like, right? It's like bread. Like, okay, I'll just make a little dough, plop it under a bowl, let it double, cut it in half, let those double. And you just keep on letting it rise. Now, the concept is cutting it in half and letting it double. Then you gain from that little bit a lot more dough, like poolish but drier. The more air matters, right? The stringier, the more combined the density. You probably could have a bread shop. And then here comes the scam. Bam! I notice you have a good shop here. I got this 375-pound bag of flour, sugar, and everything. It's way too much. Don't need it. Right. But see, it's all easy in the mind and stuff. And probably in the past, when I had the good mind, it was perfectly easy, right? Then it was like, hey, we're older than you. We read these encyclopedias before there was a TV, and if there was a TV, it was just black and white. Wasn't no color TV. If you knew how to do it, probably. I got that one on the color. Then after color TV happened, because you noticed it was blurry and flashable. For some reason, it says 0, but I heard some sleep. Disarm the bomb. Beat yourself into submission. Tell everybody the plan. Then wake up. To turn yourself in. But you don't cut it. You need a story. You make a story. Sort of in the work, how much time and effort you put into it is the texture of the dough. Right? You want a big building, heavy building, right? You're gonna tell the dough that's gonna be this memory foam what you want, how you want. You got a broken arm, got a broken wrist. Make sure they know, hey, you did that. Boom. Right? It can get dirty. It's not supposed to, unless you're making bread and right. This is if you figure out a way to like, hey, I got some dirt. This will make the dirt expand if it turned into a muddish dough. Then I'll just get it into a muddish dough and knead it. And incorporate it properly. And if you're a professional baker or know a little bit about it and how much yeast or rising agent and you apply that same science. Worst case scenario, y'all gonna have to move. I'm not gonna die. I'm sorry, y'all. Then somebody has to explain how they got this big ass. I thought that's how it was. Where's everybody else set up there? No, no. Of course. But like any other agent, there's always something else, right? It has to do with pressure. It has to do with the moisture and whatnot. And I would put the thought of what I want, right? The type of house. Hey, this is the type of material. There's going to be enough heat within the pressure to build this material from the smallest fibers of grains. And then in this material form, it will stretch to a perfect length to fit these grooves. Doors, the type of doors. I found a little bit of shavings, old furniture. Applied that to the science. Wood dust, Apply the science perfectly. It's gonna expand, it's gonna congeal. Just like the blue to the white in that clay. Or the white to the blue. And then from the blue to the white again. Then they make a perfect, within there is going to be whatever is needed to make that perfect expansion. Like in Detroit, hey, and somebody found that, and it was like, and just sat there, just, then yeah, they would expand and get too big. Other than that, boom, they would all fall into place. It would basically take all that stuff, and depending on how they did me, right? If they did me right, oh. If they did me wrong, it would be fool's gold. If it was right, and right, all them damn lead pipes would be gone and shit. Just needed some materials like the turpentines and no, that stuff was used for something else. Not saying what, just needed whatever I needed. It is this poison in one centrifugal formation. Odd enough, to get this to happen, I need this one part that only this has. Ugh. I got exactly what I need to pull it. Made perfectly and fine. Perfect air bubble to catch everything else. Then the chemical, everything is reverted back to something totally different. It was like, hey, this is toxic, yeah, but if I add this to it, it's crude. Then I add this and this. What are you doing? I need some gas. you know, Scoop it in there, press the button, pressurize it, heat it. Got some oil. Test the octane. Will it run? See how long it lasts. Look for the signs. Got it. You know? But it would have to be perfectly congealed to where the rest would just perforate out the carbon needed, and then you go to the crates. Where's the... Wow. Hey, why'd you take off your mask so I could breathe here? Ugh. And then somebody done found it, and too many people get there and get all the good ass oxygen. Now you got fucking giants. You know? Now you're gonna have to be some type of chemist slash not so genius, but at least understand those basic methods. Well, if this was this and this would produce this, so I would need this. It's producing this, which is this with this and this combined. Then I should get instantaneous. Put it in safe. You know, right? You producing it, right? You saying, "Hey, I'm about to go, and we done moved the landfills and all this stuff. I'm finna go over here and I'm digging through everybody's shit so I could re-recycle it and get paid." And then all of a sudden, it's like we can't breathe at a certain distance due to the chemicals we used in the food, which creates this or worse, dead bodies that died in the worst way just got left. And it turns into this gas and this chemical, right? But then they weed it out to have this type of gas to be used, which leaves this other chemical and this other method. And then some people from the new would be like, well, if it's that and that, I'll be able to use this for this and this for this. I would need those chemicals for this environmental thing, not to eradicate, but to improve and shit. And it's giving off certain nutrients and nitrogens that's gonna help whatever, right? And you need to go, or you getting the gas. What are you doing with the rest of this stuff? And you get what you want, and you just left with this other stuff. There has to be a method to break it up, right? There's some method for it, right? Or some type of weird ass drug that needs it. And then out the blue, a couple years later, somebody pops up. Hey, what's up? This that stuff. This was left. This is the pure stuff. Then they have their chemicals. Bloop bloop bloop. Yeah, this is a poison. Turning to radiation, right? And it's heated at this. But hold on, what makes this? Oh, there's this, and it's only missing how much? Drop one. Then it starts reacting and breaks up. They start pulling out what they need. Now you left with this weird ass lime, white, green stuff. It could be radiation. Then out the blue, somebody pops up looking for something from some ancient realm. Hits the left. Oh my gosh, I'm in a realm of trash. This is exactly what I needed. And it's all simplistic here, while somewhere else is more technical, where they could be like, well, we'll take 3 trash heaps. Why? Because you got a utopia right here, right? And somebody else sees trash, while somebody else says, I could recycle this whole stuff, turn this into this. And all I need is the material, but instead of buying this material, since I ain't gonna be putting it in my mouth or nothing, I know where there's a whole fucking abundance of this material that nobody's gonna be eating or nothing, right at the garbage heap. And then if they needed the old type, yeah, right, I need to get down there to get it. if they could, right? And like, hold on, I didn't have to pay all this stuff to get this stuff that ain't getting in nobody's mouth, ain't gonna cause no disease. I was going to recycle. Ugh. Some people do it, right? It's like, y'all got a whole bunch of bottles made from this year, this time. Ugh. Yeah, these are the special ones that have that special weird stuff. Some people figured that, right? Oh, recall. If they didn't have it, no recall. Only went to certain places. Oh, got a job, need to do it. Oh, put ours in it. Weird shit. It's not gonna be radiated. It's not gonna be near people. Just need it for this. Same process. Monically clean it. Grind, grind, grind. Testing the strength of it. You know, is it gonna last? How long does it have? Stretchable, tough. Parts is tough, parts stretchable. Worst case. Oh yeah, yeah. I just need this trash so I could pressurize it into a green bar of radiation. I was like, I just use magnets. I'm pretty sure two of them would do it to you. You know, it's like I need this radiation to charge this. And it's like, wow, yeah, we're gonna use this for something. Why? Some aliens are hungry. Man, this ain't even good. What you get this from the trash? Some weird shit. I used to believe in aliens. I found out it was just a figment of my imagination. I know most of this stuff is just an illusion. I mean, a delusional, made up images, or I don't know. I have it going through my mind constantly. Sometimes I can't help myself. Other times I can. Then the weird shit happened. Somebody went and put condoms all up in the bottles. Somehow they went to the trash heap and got those bottles. Hey, hey, hey. Same thing they did with the glass bottles. And now you get why some people break some. Worst case scenario, somebody knows exactly what you're going for. Feels that they only deserve that. And knows once this goes here, it's gonna be recycled. So it has a pike-ish type feeling. Wants to be super duper unique. String ties, huh? Hot water water, just the hot water through the cap. Tick, 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 tick. Just let there make some tea on it. You know this. Ah. 63, 69. That's a book. Now, is this a movie? Or was this made in 1989? That was the method to my madness, y'all. That all this stuff is, it may be more real than a lot of people think. But then this is the weird part. They don't just cover up real stuff. They like, ugh. All right, now leave that part. That's real. Now this is the part with the blood. Cover that up. It doesn't look like real blood. That shit. Right. And the only people that's tripping is like, hey, I don't know why that shit look real, but I must have seen that before. Then listening to the backgrounds of them, and you hear kids crying and going through abuse. Human rights. Well, the skills I had in the past, I hit the age of 6. Like any idiot savant that isn't an savant, but more of an idiot in the future. Oh, I don't see how your brain has so much things in it. For some reason, you just don't. It is not you. You are the other person. We want this one that looks like you, but I can kick this one. For some reason, hey, there he goes. I'm yelling towards you about that. Then you hear in the background, oh, now what are you gonna do? You said no to me. And then I'm tripping, going through some old traumatic brain lesion, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, I could probably tell you exactly what you were wearing too. My left eye hurts. And my jaw. And then 38 years later, mine. Igualmente. Number two. Hey, we paid some money. Something about some debt. I noticed that y'all didn't give no paper. Get nothing no product who made the paper. But one thing you did do is try to raise up the interest. So when the truth is known, oh great, so what? You owe us this for what we did not pay you. We did not give you, we gave you money. You did not give us nothing in return for that. I do not work for y'all. I am from the USA. You cannot kidnap a person and, hey, you kidnapped her. Because one thing we do know, words don't mean shit. And then somebody, hey, I'm going to hold that against you. Hey, you can't hold that against me because why? It don't mean shit to me. But I'm going to hold that word against you. And that means everything to me. That's just kind of weird. Hey, hypocrite. Hey, we didn't even need to be friends, huh? It wasn't me. She didn't want to be your enemy. It was like, that's the best way to find out you was targeted. Oh, so you don't want to be friends? Oh, hell no. Which made these other people, as soon as he get taken care of, they become royalty. Who is that other people? They'll be wishing for it. As life turns into something other than for life under these retractications, there is nothing left but stress. The pain becomes, and is there in that the reality of the world. You know, it's kind of crazy how the cracks look like the lines underneath the ocean. As if those aren't just lines or lines from ships, but a cracking as if on the other side, directly, there is a rising, directly as if it's kind of weird. What if that was true? What if those weren't lines by ships? What if those are deep chasms and valleys and cliffs attached in one spherical or flat disk that is about to fall off, or was, and then it stopped? Wouldn't that be odd? If on the exact same opposite of this line, these lines, there happened to be a rise in the valley, a big old gecko. What a big old nose. Even the white alligator. Hey, why don't y'all go to her planet? You seen that? I'm pretty sure that, hey, small, worst case scenario, you kill us, hey, you don't have nothing to stop anything else. And then number two, hey, we can kill you, oh, just wait for y'all to bubble up and do it again, huh? Instantly and shit. Missionary position. Oh, mm-mm. Hmm. So, your kids born in another city, state, or something, they still the people you protecting, huh? Hey, you cannot take my money and say that. And the same people in front of you that was there before you, and so on and so on. Ugh. Didn't you see me removing those big ass pipes? Yeah, I had every right to press charges. Oh, yeah, but I'm not a foreigner from another place. Ugh. We got procedures here. Rape. Uh, hey, hey. So I was kidnapped and then brought there. Then, hey, this one we're just gonna toss overboard. You ain't doing shit for me. Don't kidnap me, put me there, then threaten my life. Which meant, when I left that ship, I put a tag on everything on what's the cost of using it is. Right over this whole bunch of gold when I was being dangled over the edge of a ship. Uh, as I had stated again, whoa, if I wasn't so young not to even know what the fuck a jack off was, ain't no way in hell I got a bastard whose name still registers the same since back in tripping, skipping, dipping in my business and people from other countries saying, hey, we can do this. The last person to jump off the ship, taxed. Right, well, you know, automation and all that. How you guys doing? Welcome aboard. I noticed you guys are trying to squat and shit. Great. Hey, why don't you put on these clothes and do this stuff and then you will be alright. Nope, nope, they were doing the mask. A Plushin. A giant Plushin swordfish. Do you remember when you guys walked into the past? Some of y'all became giants. Do you know what Hebrews was? Humans. Nope, a lot of places went genetic. There are humanoids. They went genetically alterations so they could survive in outer space, somewhere else, anywhere else. Oh my gosh. Worst case, I'm trying to be on Titus. Well, I look exactly like me, but if I hug somebody, they will just burst into dusk. You know? Just like the people that look black but don't know, don't care. I would like you to not listen if the you ain't listening. That's how fucking annoying it is. I need you to put on there, and you guys to put on there the day it was recorded. Great, so Hay already dead. Hay already won. Don't tell me I have to wait until you give it to me or some bullshit. That's crazy, because as a kid, you was like, hey, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait until they give it to you. And then flip the script. Oh, we will incarcerate you. Then it's like, hey, I still got the key. That same key that came up missing? Wow. Where you at? You locked up in jail. I seem to be the only person here. What's going on? Then you didn't get that, did you? Oh, hey, what's up? This is a kid. Yeah, this kid got 22 years for some federal crime that happened before his time. I'm gonna put you in jail until you fucking 18, until you 35. Ugh. Don't get that you don't understand shit, but get that you don't know no better, but you would accept it to get this good cookie. Told what you wanted to say. Salts. Salt cocaine. Salt cocaine, sugar cocaine. Xanny bars. Adderall. The generics probably added some more. I didn't add those. As I stated, that shit did not make it. The reason lidocaine did, because there is no other numbing medicine but lidocaine, which is a lot of cane with some cocaine. My bad. It's a chemical, and they used some type of energy it gives to steal the cocaine into the 60s and the 70s. Cocaine just popped out of nowhere. It wasn't for crack cocaine, it was for pharmaceuticals. Maybe I did too much, right? Because all you needed is what? One fucking kilo for like a couple years and shit. Less than that, huh? Just because it's less than a teaspoon to fill a whole fucking cart of bottles and shit. It's like, look at it's perfectly mixed all the way. Pill, 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 bam. Oh no, we want to see the code on it. We want to know what this is, so I can just use the pill code. And then it got to the point they was like, bam. I was like, hey, fuck it. Don't need cocaine. Y'all trying to get addicted, huh? Started using the salts. Yeah, well, it wasn't no salts. You know, it wasn't those salts. It was just the good salts. that could be used, right? Because if it was like that, it was like, well, we couldn't really give you saline solution because we did, and you'll be brittle. Ugh. Hey, don't put this in your ass. You'll thin out the lining. Don't clean with this. You know. But the famous misconception of it is this is how it does. But then you don't understand. The people that be using it be the weirdest shit. Hey, got home, roll up a fucking joint, smoke weed all day with my partners, drink beer, go back to work, and lie and hate it. Ugh. Don't have nothing wrong with me. Go home, smoke a fat joint, chill, party, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, go to work. Ugh, I hate this shit. Go to hell. But we won't know until the story comes out. Right, then I would have to check the satellite and was like, man, if I ain't mistaken, yeah, you are the one who killed him. Woo. Then they was like, oh, Aaron, oh, we could use his stuff. Well, he didn't use this shit. You can't use it. Ugh. Skip that. We got his pass and all this. Where's he at? Knocked the fuck out with no medical help. Hey, pharmaceuticals, you can't take this medicine. Hey, we're not supposed to be pharmacists. Now we're pharmacists and we're giving us medication and you're not getting it. Then it's like, hey, I got to deal with this. Hey, what is wrong with me? Oh, what is this pain? Of course, they never got child abuse charges, child neglect charges. Wouldn't really matter if I was emancipated. Acting grown, I would still been that. Ugh. They from another country, well, this is how we do people there. There's no inheritance there. You get what the fuck they give you. That's it. Good day. Just like, hey, got an option? Hey, well, sorry, no. So I was going through this shit, right? Same harassment style. Somebody passed away and was like, oh, you don't know this person personally, but we're gonna stick this all up in you. Ugh, and I'm feeling, what was it? See, I would like to want to be, I would want to be protected from, oh yeah, I don't like your ass. Ugh. Oh, you got some money, I died, I want you to pay all my bills. All right, let's dig up this grave, turn it into a diamond, shine it up nice. Yay. And then it's like, hey, how can you give away something that's stolen? Right? It's like, man, last ring, I'm about to die. Let me just steal some more stuff. Ugh, right into my will. Ugh. Hey, thanks. You just bought me a house. You know, just hey, what's up, neighbor? How you doing? Ah, hey, he left to us. Oh, that's terrible. So I left it to us. They went as far as that, made up a pen name. Hey, this is us. Ugh. Same people. The arm thing in the Henry. The New York thing. With the same people. Ah, that hadn't been around for me to remember them. Ugh. Need to try to keep in touch. Then the wrong people always the fuck around. And then true intentions pop out in the future. A little bit of Sullivan's, right? Hey, how you doing? Will you make me a promise to sell me that stuff, huh? Hey, don't misconstrue that. Oh, let's think about the stroke patient, man, the stroke judge, and the racist situation. Yeah, with prejudice, as long as it has to do with this law thing, basically. Uh, well, I don't like what you did here. Ugh. Has nothing to do with your color of your skin. I don't care if you was black doing it, white doing it. I'm not caring. The only law is the color of the law and the extent of it. With prejudice, not as in, oh yeah, mother, is this black? Guilty. Ugh. It's like, hey, I don't care what color you is. This is what this is. These are the words. Ugh, this is all I could do, and this is it. Ugh. That comes to my judgment. Ugh. I don't like you, period. I don't like you, period. And you both are now married. Ugh. You both agreed to sell this to me. I will be getting $500,000 each. Ugh. And if it had to do it right, the audio, check it. I don't get it. Got the GBS's in there. People have a tendency to try to take stuff. Oh, the original stamp for the. Oh. Number two, that would not do. Those will all be fraudulent. Well, because like we'll name it ourselves, but the paperwork that I wrote up had nothing to do with what y'all wanted. And that's why I get people from another place. Ah, yeah, we're the crowd yelling. Everybody else is like, hey, I went to school, got economics, know about this stuff. I don't like what you're saying. While he has a whole bunch of people, oh, yeah. And if it's televised, oh, yeah, I'm gonna vote that way. That's what I like. You know? Hey, and they sell it. Then all of a sudden you see it in a movie somewhere in the future where it's like, you know, that one little thing that they did would work perfect for what they're saying in the background. And then look at everybody in the crowd. Yeah, exact same thing. You think they took this part out the movie and was like, hey, pop it on the news. Do it from there. Well, let me help you out. I got paid from commercials. I had the network. I had the news. I just didn't have no money. So people would pay me to put their on the network. And it used to be a whole blank space or just a whole fucking movie. Cut. Then you started noticing when I'm not there or wasn't there and somebody else popped up, people that they didn't like, oh, fuck it, I just breached the contract. Then it's like, hey, how you doing? Ooh. It's like, so this man paid money for his full commercial to be played. This is infomercial. This is commercial. Oh, scandal hit. We scandalized. Everybody has a personal life, but we say what we want private. Hey, that's my personal, to get out of my business. But our job is to get yours up. I want the right to get in your business too. I want to be able to follow you on all your trips. With telescopes. I never satellites. Nah, cool. You already know. 40s is coming up. I'm just saying, got that phobia. I'm starting to get the shakes. It's like I'm 40, I'm 45, I'm 46. Oh, hopefully not no head hurt. Somebody's gonna be going through the same shit. It's probably some Jehovah Witness or somebody that's into the Jehovah Witness type, no technology or nothing. Happen to be on the right same tangent or tricked into it and then pop up at the same places. And somewhere in the future is gonna be like, this whole shit that happened out here, I did all that. Right, but that's him, right, but that was 40 years ago. Why? Because that motherfucking shit right there. It's a square suit. That's one of the first ones. Right. Products, testers. Oh, okay, you know, we're gonna test this shit on. Flak jacket. Everywhere, all that shit. Because there's crazy people out there that's like, hey kid, we'll get you hooked on drugs and send your ass to kill people. Right? That shit is not true. It doesn't happen. Hey, it's not true that you all retired and you're like, hey, I got money, I know how to do it. Hey, we got the pirated network. We still, oh. So at the same time, politics federal. It was the Army and the Federal, the Armed Forces and the Federal had technologies made it tested penitentiaries too. So those are the only ones that mattered, right? Right, I still retain my job. Just gotta finish this time. Right, like I was gonna kiss somebody's asshole. Shit. No, I don't need to be up in here. Throw you out, right. Hey, walk into the movie and he got the Danish. I'll see y'all later. Hey, I don't know play your game. I'd like to get up out of here. Hey, y'all still in there? Y'all, hey, we cool. It's like, all right, if you need that steak, you know how to order it y'all damn selves. Then she gonna call herself kicking me and try to lay the juices. Need the juices. Now I'm gonna see how it is to be a dude. They try to get the testosterone, and they start grabbing, hugging. Need some. Ugh. And I know what I'm gonna do. Gonna play with money and stuff. Then I have to cover up the track by just came out the trash can. What trash can would you in? Because you smell like money. Right. Too much money equals energy. Energies equal portals. Portals equal equals. I'm just saying, sooner or later or sooner, everybody's gonna be just like me. Ain't tripping. Trying to forget about these dreams. And it's blase daze. Without the reactions of the redundant mechanics. Of course. Had to drop some reality up in there, of course. That's how you do it. Wow. Like magic. Twinkle, twinkle. Sound. And then to draw a door with the connecting energy. Shoot out this purple water. Time water. And all you had to do is fix the leak. And if the tub happened to be at the exact same place and spot, but a different place, that leak will continue. And whoever occupies it will catch the wrath or whatever is hidden on the other side of the water. For I do not dabble with time. I was just a puppet. I just know how to dabble with me. Back and forth. I don't deal with anybody else. It's too complicated. Then they always try to kill you. All right, I want you to go back into the past and say hi to me. Boom, this is what I... How did you know about that? And start kicking them beforehand. What y'all doing coming out that house? You know you don't live there. Run. Hi, ma'am. I'm trying to sell some cookies. But I don't have none. Can you make me some cookies? How did you know I made cookies? Get to selling the cookies. Of course, I have to be a place where nobody knows. Then I would have to worry about people following me or the shadows. Shadowing me and then popping up before me. Hey, what you want cookies for? You gonna try to take off like the other one, huh? Where's that money at? Then it turns into an argument. The man's looking at you, he's furious. See somebody running around eating cookies that taste weird. I'm trying to sell them. Ain't nobody around. Just them. Not knowing who the other person is the best bet. Because for all you know, that's you in the future. And once you know about the other one, you're going to try to take care so you can survive in the future for longer. While the other one's going to try to take care so you can survive to be them. In a sense, though, no one's half the battle. It could just happen sort of like you astral projected into the past and woke up again into the past and couldn't help yourself but to forget and live that exact same life. But when it came to trying to change stuff, you had another decision other than to astral project, since you already know what had happened, right? And then you'll probably get that you made that dream if you could live this life again or this one thing again, you know. Worst thing that you get it, and it's like, man, I knew then what I know now. I know now what I knew then. I'm still gonna do it. I don't believe in astral projection. No. People would say these are the dark arts. Then people would use these same arts. I outlawed it, but I can use it to regulate. So if it's outlawed, what is you doing using it? Oh. And then sometimes you get them in a conundrum. They just spin. Let's try to practice that, right? So, spinning by you, kicking you. Limbo spin, kicking you. Ah, then I'm like magicians and wizards wake up. They try to bring me in there, but I can't. As they think I'm just gonna fall, which would be the plausible issue. Take it, I would have had to astral project in, do that, then astral project out, because they would have figured it was real. But if they figured the real one was me, then at the same time, if the real one met death and I'm still there, or me still there, then logically, I must still be on the island, and somebody's trying to teach you the slave trade. Just want everybody to have fun, get to know each other. Huh? No, you cannot date her. Get your skull away from her skull. Because animation is still animated as if the vibrations of you echo back up, and even in death, you are replenished. Then after you eat, you get healthier and healthier until, right? You're zombie, eating your zombie, doing whatever you do. Then 100 million times, just, next thing you know, it starts being the norm. Like, this virus was just countered. Now you're going to be normal. You hit that 100th and negative million. Now your ass is going to be eating because you're going to be alive. And you'll start getting that. And nobody noticed you the whole time. Now all of a sudden, up, calling dibs, up. Now you got to try to find a way to get somewhere. Can't help it. The OCD kicked in. Capricornia. That would be in another style and a whole nother zodiac. And maybe you'll find a way, right? But if you get to the wrong island, you might get ate up by the natives. Maybe you need a flying apparatus, since they don't have the nerves to hurt and reduce. They just excel. The only problem they would have is the come down. But since there is no pain, the wrong vibrations might bring them apart. would you break it down to where it's exactly the same? Just right, parasitic. Well, nah, same. Right, right. This is what happened over there. Surprised, right? Got rid of that time. Got rid of the zombies. Out of mind, out of body, out of soul. Do I still have a little bit? I hope not. As they still walk in between the walls. I don't remember what I did, how I did it, why I did it, when I did it. I just know it was dead and done. I guess he wanted my body parts. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna use yours," and it was like, "Yeah, yeah." I just tricked him into what body parts, so I could have full control. Then I continued with the movie as I set up cameras here and there, found ones that they did connect with. Just astral projecting in dust. Then when that happens, you don't know where they are, so it gets scary. What they are, who they are. You could be seeing them as they once were. That might not be them now. This is just their form. Just like the movie, eventually you become real, and whatever you possess, and you bleed, and you could be killed. But what will your spirit automatically be connected to? It'll be automatically going back to the original. Uh-oh. Somebody is checking the sewers and cloning for body parts before they try to test it on themselves. Uh-oh. You're perfect in whatever way. And now your spirit's caught in another you in a cloning facility. Perfect. And whatever the cloning facility is putting into you, so you know where you're supposed to be, and you go back, you astral project out of the clone. Or was that the real person, the real us, the Matrix? Because if it was that easy to astral project out into another vessel that matches that spirit, who would know, right? The vessel will have a different understanding about something different each time, because that'll be a different way of living. Maybe that's what it was. There was no way I went from here to here. I would have had to have walked and then forgotten my path, which is all irrelevant. Going where I can go, not knowing what I need to know, not understanding why. Why? You know? The scream. "Ah! Ah! Ah!" But when they was on that thugging shit, the only screams that they enjoyed in life was the agony and pain of others and suffering. And had no heart, had no conscience. Did not care if you was or who you was. Got a ticket, they gonna fulfill it. Hey, look at money. See you. Of course, people was hurt. She was just a loose end. I'm supposed to be taller. Is that right? You already signed a release, so when you accepted the roles, they read the script, they knew everything. But this was all on chance. This was 40 years later. Everything matters. You add color to it, it doesn't seem the same. Hey, look at it's supposed to be black. Let's add this red. Let's put some red in here, more red. Okay, now look at this, right? And then we'll go get some medical people that knows. Okay, now. The mortician probably, hey, you good with this? Got it. All right, let it go. Ugh. We gonna get rich, man. Damn well. Right, because you're dead. It's not like you're breathing. You got black blood. It's gonna smell like shit and piss. And dead flaky skin. The type of dead flaky skin depends on, because we already know. That's why a lot of people don't go to fast foods and other stuff. Also in the past, well, if we just do it this way, ugh. And the people that's like, we got that nice, good, fresh. It's like, why does it smell like a carnival when I come in here? Did no business with them. It was put on TV. I had a business. I was getting my business done, and these people would pop in and say some shit. Cause the last time we seen each other was when you went to Chicago with those two. Uh, Jag, right. What does the G stand for? Yeah, the same one that was like, hey, let's put some goddamn phone lines up over here. Bad movie. Belgium. Hey, niggas. The kid did it. Nothing. You should take your asses to the shop. Hey, let me see. So, Mr. Detective who said, oh, I didn't shoot, fake the shooting at the kid, you should go and kill somebody. Discrimination. I would like 100,000 from each of y'all. A week. Hey. No release from me. Forgery. Teamsters. Hey, once again, foreign exchange student. I'm gonna help you out. Some from Nevada Records didn't get to nobody from no tribal nation. Just like in Chicago. With the same nation. For the gold. Or you gonna get in trouble with the federal government. Well, most of them was. They just went to Chicago, Cali. when GDs and vice lords went out there, or vices, they was the FBI, CIA, transferred from Chicago to Cali, did their intimidation shit, while the other gangs. Does this GD stand for? Right, did you not hear that story I said? Those detectives and shit. You get that Robin Sage Jade Hound. I so hope this dude is an insurgent. Not the dishonorably discharged one. I mean, don't blow shit out of proportion. Isn't that a federal crime? Treason to the state. Treason to the nation. United States of America. Yeah, number two, I ain't from Africa. And they was told that shit years ago. Same shit with Hoover, Jag, and all that other stuff. Cause of Jag. Cause they would get debited they allowance and eventually have nothing. Cause shit like that. Business working. Hey, movies. Hey, I know this shit. From the cradle to the grave. Haven't hit the grave yet. Well, number two, well, if you got discharged, it basically states you ain't gonna be able to be enlisted and enrolled into anything. And that four, you can't use another person's name, social security, birth certificate. Ooh, we got this. Yeah, sort of like video game, movies, go to school. Hey, Florida's a good place. You like wearing orange? Oh, oh, hey, got some other people. Yo, what's up? I'm you now. From this, no, you is not. For a purpose. So, hey, okay, yeah, all right. We're following orders. We did this. Hey, oops. Somebody just retired. Somebody else pops up and say, hey, you did this. You have to stop this or yeah, that's why I went with the Teamsters. I don't really deal with people that fuck with immigrants and shit, you know. Then once you tap on me, I don't help you out, and now the motherfuckers is like, hey, do not back you. You just don't get that. Ah, I stole this from you. I made some bastards. We big. You could split an egg in how many ways and how many fucking ball you get in one ball. Oh, whole bunch of potatoes, huh? Self-defense for a person. Hey, gunshot. Ball kick. I won a court case. I served you. And there's a Navy ship in Japan. Treaties and shit.